welcome to Anime Amigos, the podcast that makes me question my life choices every day and pulls out my hair.
That's your fault.
I'm Calvin Atkinson, the Pokemon Punk.
I'm Reese, the Gundam Guru.
I'm Ren, the JoJo Genius.
I'm Manny, the Vanguard Vagrant, and you know, here at the Anime Amigos, we are always striving to improve ourselves. Well, three of us are striving to improve ourselves. Me and Reese are striving to. I'm always striving to improve our show, shows, and I thought, what better way than to get fan feedback? But how? Through the comments? Please, that's normie shit. We don't do that here.
It's
Which is why I recently went to Calvin's and installed a suggestion box.
How much money did you spend on that?
A suggestion box so that people. So I had an excuse to dox him and to get us some responses. I'm very much looking forward to reading these.
Oh god,
let's get this open and let's see what the.
This explains so much.
We have quite a lot actually. Give me a sec. We have quite a lot.
The amount of effort you put into this is amazing.
Alright, so here we go. Put your show on an actual podcast apps. I don't have time between work and shaving pigs to watch a 2-hour-long video. That's the thing. I've been suggesting that for years, but we are exceedingly lazy. Try putting a joke at the end of a video as well as at the beginning. It will incentivize people to watch a full thing. That's not a bad idea. Actually, I might even do that in this video. Who knows? You keep mentioning your dog Ripley, but never show her on camera. Actually, put her on screen, please. Maybe keep her in her lap. She's heavy. She's an old dog. When I put her in my lap, she wriggles. I'm not doing that.
Where is she?
Stop swearing. My 9-year-old niece watches this. Fuck you.
Fuck off.
Cancel the show. Please, for the love of God, cancel the show. Have you considered cancellation? That's a drawing of a penis. That is a photo of a penis.
I did that one.
That is a very long description of what they believe our penises are. There you go, Ren.
Thank you.
Oh, that one's the angle.
No, you're ruining the joke. Just
very good. Very good.
I think that's it.
I think this.
Oh, one sec. I think there's one more.
The subject matter. Remember last month we did all those anime celebrating their 25th anniversary?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
We realised at the end we forgot one.
Which ones?
Fooly Cooly.
Yep.
Oh yeah, of course. That was the reason we.
That was the reason we did this.
That makes
you
sense.
daft
I
tart.
forgot that. I completely forgot the conversation.
Ren, this is your idea to this podcast.
Your fucking idea.
I have a brain like a sieve.
You
or a colander.
Elliot had
Or a spatula.
Elliot, you had a real tough time with this one because you ended up watching the wrong show.
Yeah, because Crunchyroll, for some reason, despite this being a really well-known anime from the year 2000, Crunchyroll doesn't have the first fucking season.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the bizarre thing. The first season is only available on DVD. I'm gonna just double check on Amazon right now to be safe, but I'm fairly.
And it's also the same with seasons 4 and 5. They're also on our Crunchyroll.
Yeah, that's so strange.
It's only seasons 2 and 3.
Yes.
Where are they available to watch?
Well,
Nobody knows.
Oh god, no, seriously. If you type in Fooly Cooly, you get the complete collection on Blu-ray.
Yeah.
It's only one in stock on Amazon. So they're not even really stopped. They've stopped the sequel. Okay, hang on. This one.
Yeah, 2 and 3.
That one is a low supply of that Blu-ray as well.
60 quid.
62 quid for...
It's more expensive on DVD. Look, it's 4 quid
That's
more.
£10 per episode.
In fairness, I paid. Well, that's the complete. Oh, is that the complete original?
That's all
series?
6 episodes.
Because I think I paid £25 for my the whole first season back when it was. This was like 2013, something like that, 2012 maybe. Adjusted for inflation, I paid a lot more than I should have.
Yeah, no. Yeah. In fact, so the Americans paid more for it when it first released because they had to get it in 3 separate DVDs.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. So 2 episodes. You were paying. You were paying like $90 for the whole thing.
Jesus.
So
it's good. I mean, it's a good show, like, but.
Basically, I'm going to ask everyone now because just for the record, Elliot, you watched it for the first time.
Yeah.
Reese,
I watched it fully for the first time, but I did see some episodes back in the day. This is my first time doing the whole thing.
Probably my 6th or 7th time rewatching.
This was my 2nd time rewatching it.
I'm guessing the first time was for your book.
First time was for the book because I couldn't leave it out because it was a real staple of Adult Swim in America.
Hashtag still got stock.
Hashtag boomer.
Which is kind of funny because we didn't have Adult Swim in the UK until kind of this year because they've done a deal with Channel 4.
So what were they doing in swimming pools then? What were they being used for?
I think the real question is, why are there swimming pools just for adults? Kids can swim as well.
Children swim? No?
Well, to be fair, there's a thing called a quiet pool. which is why he's on holiday.
So
Just get far away from kids and just
Keep
relax.
away.
Oh no, I was gonna use the excuse that that's just a pool for shagging in.
That's the children making pool. Wait, anyway.
Why is this water white, Ren?
Well, people do have a birthing pool, right? That's the thing.
You are proof that the
God, you
gene
know
pool-
what? I found it weird. There's no water in this pool. Yeah, it's full.
I thought it was for making.
You are proof that the gene pool needs a bit of chlorine.
Wait, so there's a gene pool now as well.
Fuck! Why did I continue this
Do
joke?
adults swim in the gene pool or
No,
not?
no, Ren, it's only Gene Simmons. It's his exclusive pool.
Oh, that's limited.
That's bullshit.
No, we need chlorine in that one. We definitely need chlorine in that one.
Please let this not be an audio-only one, so they actually get some footage of me losing my mind.
Because as we consistently say, Calvin doesn't like fun.
We'll put a sensor bar over everything apart from Cal hitting himself in the face.
Yeah.
We put a sensor bar over everything except the gun I brought out at the beginning.
No, it's just the gun in Cal's head.
See, this is making this episode a nightmare to edit right
That's
now.
really funny. Well,
So-
it's your job.
It's a quick suggestion for the opening joke. Just do a recording and be saying, I'm sorry. I was a dumb poopy head. I brought in something I should not have, and which would have gotten us in trouble with the internet police. I apologize severely. I will punish myself by doing a jackass jump into fire ants.
Perfect. We got that covered. Next, how did you? So, in terms of first time watching, I'm interested in Elliot's opinion. First time watching, what was your opinion of Fooly Cooly?
I enjoyed it despite not knowing what the fuck was happening.
Yeah, that's exactly how it should be viewed.
Reese,
Yeah, I still enjoyed it.
Ren, you've got the biggest fandom on Fooly Cooly out of all
Yeah,
of us.
I just love it anyway. I've watched a lot of videos to try and make sense of what
Put it
happened.
this way, I feel like. How do I put this? Correct me if don't take this to the dig because I like Fooly Cooly, but I think it's more interesting than it is good.
Yeah, I think it's very like.
No, I think it's good.
I was saying to you, Elliot.
I didn't say it was bad. I'm saying I think it's more interesting than it is good.
I was saying to Elliot on the way here. I think that it is very vibesy. It's extremely aesthetic.
Yeah.
It's very grungy.
I also
And I said it was essentially, it felt like a rock album turned into an anime.
Yeah, like
Well,
a music video.
it's funny because Ben the Sage did his video on this, and he was talking about like Gynax in general because Gynax did the first season of Fooly Cooly, and I remember he did an analogy where he said watching a Gynax anime feels like swimming in the ocean. Whereas actually describing what happens in it is like a guy standing in a bucket with putting a hose pouring on him.
Yeah.
And it's... I think that Fooly Cooly... One thing I will say about Fooly Cooly as well you get from that video is you really get a sense of, oh yes, I can now tell that the guy who made this was very good friends with the person who did Evangelion.
Yeah, it's extremely like.
To such an extent...
He's describing us because we live in the internet age where the only opinions we can make are the opinions of other people.
Of course.
But it was one of those I didn't notice it until I'd seen that video that there's a lot of it.
You didn't notice the parallels between Evangelion, or at least the vibes.
I hadn't really much. I forgot to mention. Oh yeah, I should mention for clarity. It's a co-production between Gynax and Project IG.
Yeah, Project IG did all the other stuff, all the other Fooly Cooly stuff.
Yeah, I think Project IG. I think Project IG now holds the rights to
So
it.
that'll be why some of it's not available on certain.
Yeah, I imagine there's a bit of a rights dispute going on right now between the two companies.
Evangelion's on Netflix right now, isn't it?
Yes.
And that was sold
Yes, I checked.
Yeah, because Netflix did their own original dub for it.
Yes.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Yes. And they got new actors in for all the roles
Yeah.
because they wanted to make it more like the original version, but as a result, they actually cut out a bunch of stuff that people liked.
So, Elliot, you watched the sub. Did you also watch it in sub?
No, dub.
Yeah, it's sub for me.
Dub.
Yeah, so that's interesting. So I've only ever watched it in dub. You guys have only seen it in sub then.
But it was.
Well, that's because I watched it through the link resent.
Yeah.
I should also point
And
out.
I didn't know there was a dub version now.
We should state a very legal link.
Yes.
That no one should investigate.
A very legal link.
Entirely
Very legal link uploaded on. That totally did not lead to free MILFs in your area.
I did get some knocks at the door, and there was some Russian ladies who wanted my cock.
That's us. Good night, everybody.
It was weird when it was weird when they mentioned they were old enough to be my grandmother.
Oh.
I was just like,
Can I also point out?
I was just like, sure. Would you like some tea?
I mean,
We are virgins at heart.
So if, one of the things I did.
Derailed you there.
One of the things I really,
Yeah, he's not a virgin
One of
at
the things I
heart.
did-
He's just a virgin.
Oh.
He's a heart and soul.
Heart, soul, body, and penis.
But not us.
Go on, Carl.
So there are way more knob gags in this episode than they normally do.
Which, to be fair, is on brand for Fooly Cooly.
Yeah.
which because we'll go into
Which I'll go into the knob gags in Fooly Cooly.
the thing about but Fooly Cooly is a big analogy for growing up in puberty, and it does it a
Yeah.
lot better than say another show that tried to do it, which is say Darling in the Franxx.
Oh yeah.
Darling in the Franxx tried to do a similar. In fact, Darling in the Franxx. Darling in the Franxx really tries to be Fooly Cooly on quite a few occasions, to such an extent you would.
There's one where the main female lead has pink hair.
Yeah, no, she's very similar to Haruko in quite a few ways.
She's not like Manic Pixie Dream Girl in the same way that Haruko is. Though.
No.
She's like...
But that is a very deliberate choice. Cause
No, that's more because 02 is more seductive, Haruko is more chaotic.
Yeah, and Haruko is supposed to be represent Naoto's sexual awakening.
Yeah, especially because she flirts with almost all the men in the cast.
Yeah.
In this.
Yeah, no, the fun.
Which does not change in the sequels.
Oh, really?
I don't know. Yeah, she actually, yeah.
No,
I'll go into alternative later.
but the thing about Naoto though is a good main character. But if you would describe the plot of Fooly Cooly, it's all over the place because
It is. There is
there's
a plot, though.
yeah, it's basically like a freeway war in space, but it's all centered around these kids in
Yeah,
this
like
one town.
There are these giant irons with giant hands who want to sort of flatten the world.
who represented a company called Mechanica, sorry.
That's something like that, yeah. But yeah, it's like a terraforming project.
But
That's what the aliens want to do.
But if the other, but again, because I have no, because I couldn't come up with any original thoughts of my own.
Mm-hmm.
The other theme really of the show is honesty. At the end of the day, that's kind of where it's a very. But to see what I mean, where I think it's more interesting than it is good. Like it's got all these cool ideas.
It reminds
But
me.
it doesn't quite. There's
Do you
sometimes.
think it could also be the theme? There's also a theme of trying to grow up too fast.
There's a certain extent to
Because
that.
Naoto is constantly saying like
All the
complaining about people being immature, when really
But he's thrust into the position that his brother's in, really. Like, you know, his brother's ex-girlfriend is like fawning on him because she hasn't gotten over him leaving.
Yeah,
He feels like he's got a lot.
and
to
it's
live up
like
to.
his resentment. He pretends he resents baseball because that's where his brother left to go to America to play baseball.
Yeah.
And Haruko even called him out on that. Because
I think it is a lot about like, and also like Mamimi similarly is also thrust into a position too soon. Like she's kind of not mature, or like whatever's happened to her.
but though they're taking it quite differently because she's gone down a very delinquent sort of.
It's almost it's like a traumatic thing for her. Like she's clearly like
everything she attaches to, she calls Takun.
Yes.
Which I imagine was a nickname she gave to his brother.
Yeah.
So it feels very like trauma response from her.
But of course, you also got the character we haven't talked about is Amuro, the investigator with the eyebrows.
Well, he represents, I think, Naoto, like, because, you know, Haruko had the same thing with him, except he didn't live up to whatever her expectations or needs were. And that's left him with a complex that he's just relentlessly pursuing.
I don't know why, but he remind me a bit of Reagan from Mob Psycho 100.
You know, I see that.
Like, I don't know why, kind of that sort of weird talking or philosophically kind of character that's a bit of goofiness to him.
He reminded me a bit more of Lupin the Third, actually. He does have a few I didn't think it helped they made a few references to Lupin the Third in the show. Yeah, because
one of Dad's outfits is very similar.
Yeah, and he says, he yells like, "What you like the Castle of Cagliostro design?"
The dad is fucking weird.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't know what his deal is.
Well, apparently he is model. His drawing and design was modelled on the creator of Ava.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's apparently
I love his design. I think it's so unique.
Well, it's also it also has the funniest gag with involving the extendo glove.
Oh.
Go on, yeah.
The what is it? Haruko, my weapon is for you, and he gets extended like
Oh,
punched
yeah.
into the wall.
Oh, that scene, yeah.
That whole sequence in the first episode where it turns to the map.
Right, turns to them. It does that so many times.
And it just
Like, it just randomly changes last time. Like, there's one bit when Amuro, I think, was talking on the phone to someone. It randomly changes to the fucking South Park art style.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just like, well, South Park jump scare.
It doesn't. There isn't a source material for this. It's original.
Yeah.
There's no manga for it to
It's like
jump to.
the manga and the light novel that came after the
Yeah,
show,
yeah.
not before it, and I love the references in this.
Yes.
It feels
So
like it
much
actually knows how to use references, like references Rage Against the Machine and Red Hot Chili Peppers.
He is a Marvel fan, after all.
But the thing is, not.
I recognise that. That's a recognisable brand.
But at least with the references in this one, it references things that are actually relevant because, again, Haruko is basically a punk rock character. So you want bands like that to be.
And the sound, and it's so 2000. Like it is so Y2K.
Yeah,
It
like
really is.
oh my god, there are so many vocal songs, and they just fit the sort of whole sort of punk rockish time.
It does feel like that transition from 90s animation to 2000s animation.
What I love, it holds up in terms of its
Oh, the animation!
Even
Like
the sequences.
I saw that, I was just thinking, how is this not Trigger?
Literally,
This looks like a Trigger show.
Well, Gainax is
Gainax.
made up of a lot of former Gainax.
Trigger is
Trigger is
okay.
basically Gainax 2.0.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the last thing Gainax worked on was Gurren Lagann. Then after that, they formed Trigger.
But there is a few Gainax shows still happening, but there's
Panty
not-
Stocking. It is a season.
Is that still
Yeah, that's
Gainax?
right.
Yeah.
Season 2 after like 15 years.
It is funny. If you look at Gainax's history, there's some. I mean, obviously there's some crap here, but there was some amazing.
That's hanging on top of Gurren Lagann, right?
You shut your mouth, whore.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I'm with Reese on this one. You are.
Keep,
I love it.
just keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Can I point out, Gurren Lagann on Anime Planet has a higher average rating than Evangelion.
Oh,
All
yeah.
Versions of Evangelion.
Rightfully so.
Deserved.
Yeah, rightfully so. Fooly Cooly's third, if you don't count all the different versions of Ava and Gurren Lagann. So that's kind of interesting, I think. One of the things I find interesting, though, is that we only think of Gainax for Fooly Cooly, Ava, and Gurren Lagann. And
Or in my case, Gunbuster. Since that's the one with influential
yeah, but
mecha OVAs all the
yes,
time.
people forget. There's Gunbuster. There was Panty and Stocking. Nadia at The Secret of the Blue Waves. That was a very influential anime.
Mm-hmm.
Monochromatic looks like it got a lot of things.
Yeah, there's a. Oh, I can say the Mystic Archives of that Dantylite. That looks exactly like Gosick.
Yeah.
Like almost such a extent that Gosick probably was drawing quite heavily influence from that. So Gainax really plays a massive role in. Incidentally, where does Fooly Cooly rank in production IG projects? Because I can't imagine. Of course,
Yeah, you got all the sports stuff.
Haikyuu and Attack on Titan are topping that list.
Yeah, obviously.
Oh, can I say, everyone who picked Bunny Drop, I think you've only watched the anime. Because otherwise, you are sick fucks.
I don't think
Well,
So many sports.
I don't think Fooly Cooly is very associated with production. I didn't know it was the co-production.
Yeah, no, it's not associated with the fact it's a co-production. But, I mean, it's kind of funny because I think, like, you look at the screenwriter and directors on this one, it probably is one of their finest works. Like, I mean, Fooly Cooly...
And Cal's broke his laptop
My
again.
computer's turned to Skynet again!
this is why you need to clean your shit.
Yeah.
It does this all the time!
Clean it then.
Yeah, clean it. Have you seen your fucking keyboard?
It's got 12 pounds of crumbs under each key.
Yeah.
It's got more crumbs than keys.
Take it to a shop and get them to just clean
Can I point out the guy...
Cal, just buy a canister of compressed air.
Literally.
Yeah, the thing is, there were so many times while we were streaming, I went to his and I said, "You need to clean this," and he went, "Oh, I'm going to get to it." He never fucking did. That screen looks the exact same.
Oh, fucking hell. Can I point out the guy who directed this went on to direct G-Quacks?
Checks out.
So that's... I mean...
Good for him. Still going. 25 years.
yeah, he's still going. I mean, he did a bunch of the Ava stuff as well. I mean, it's his content as well. I mean, it's...
This show is quite unique in that it is 6 episodes.
Yeah,
That's something we could...
It's very short.
I mean, it is an OVA. Most OVAs are usually like 3 or 6 episodes, something like
Yeah,
that.
it was exactly the same with Gunbuster.
Yeah, but
I mean, Takapi's original sin from this season is only 6 episodes.
But that's
it.
Yeah, it's based on only two manga volumes.
yeah, but that's because I don't think that's an OVA. That's technically an ONA.
Wait, so are we counting it for this season?
Yes, we
Yeah.
are.
No, but
Yeah.
we didn't count Burn the Witch, and I was bugged about that.
Yeah, but
because
yeah,
that was a 3 episode.
Yes,
OVA.
but Takapi's original sin is a full story, and it was a complete, and it was not. I don't think
you didn't want to.
I don't think it's an.
It's just Call's anti-Bleach rhetoric.
That's what I mean. I think it was a convenient.
He just doesn't like Kubo Tete.
Can I point out as well? It was an ONA rather than an OVA.
What's the difference?
Well, it means it went to a streaming service in Japan, and so it did receive a full broadcast.
Burn the Witch got
So-
a broadcast.
No, it didn't. It was an OVA, so that meant it didn't.
It was 3 episodes on Crunchyroll.
Yeah, but that's the point. It's only 3
And they were double length episodes.
And it was just
so the same length as
it was just an
Fooly Cooly
advert.
and Takapi's
It was just an
original
advert for Burn the Witch.
So the difference is, I know ONA's go to streaming service.
ONAs go to streaming services.
So there's no fucking difference between an OVA and
Thank
ONA.
you.
Not necessarily. OVAs go to straight to DVD essentially. They're just-
Yeah,
Let's-
but when it comes to the content, there's no fucking difference.
But it's a nowadays OVAs are basically DVD extra episodes. So,
Okay, I'll let you off. Let's carry on talking about
but
this.
the
I'll
D-
kill you about
so
this
that
later.
but that is a good point to get to. The DVDs now, OVAs are now pretty much confined to DVD extras. They're like extra episode, like Mob Psycho 100 and occasionally you'll get them broadcast on Crunchyroll, but
I'd say for like additions to long-running series, yeah, that an OVA would make sense.
they're usually designed to adapt filler chapters that they don't really want to do in the main
Yeah,
series.
yeah.
So that's really what happened with Mob Psycho 100 with their OVAs.
It's a shame you didn't do that with My Hero Academia.
No, the thing is, My Hero Academia has had OVAs as well.
Yeah.
Oh really? It's had OVAs and still had so much fucking filler.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Even One Piece, after having taken a massive break and pacing, has just gone back to being exactly the same as what it was.
The thing is though, I quite like the days when you can make OVAs like this, where it's the idea of we don't have to worry about broadcast standards. The ONA's kind of overtaken that now, with being we don't have to worry about broadcast standards because we're on Netflix.
This is just short and sweet, self-contained, like a beautiful piece, I think.
Yeah, no, it is fantastic. The music in it's great as well. We only sort of touched upon that initially, but
it's got such a focus that we get the names of her dedicated guitars said aloud.
Yeah.
There's such a focus on music in the show.
Yeah, like Haruka literally screams at one point like 1966 Gibson or something like that.
It's I think your point earlier, Elliot, about the being like a rock album. I like it does feel like just an extended music video. Like there's all of those incredible action sequences.
The thing is, the spiritual successor to Fooly Cooly is another one of Ren's favourites. And so I've just realised, looking at the recommendations, if you like this one, which is it's Kill la Kill. Kill la Kill is the spiritual successor to Fooly Cooly.
Yeah, because
except it doesn't have the music theme.
It has the
everything else themed.
It has the chaotic storytelling.
Oh yeah.
And such focus on the coming of age story.
Yeah, which both are coming of age stories.
One's a lot hornier though.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, this one's pretty fucking.
I was about to say that's saying a lot considering what Fooly Cooly is
If you're able to top Fooly Cooly levels of horniness,
then you know you've done something weird.
Even Evangelion, like I mean, it seems like a lot of these stories are literally just like because it's. This isn't shonen, but that's what the genre of shonen does, isn't it?
Well, it's funny because Ava and the director of Ava and this has gone through G-Quox, and G-Quox also is kind of a coming of age story, which is rather telling, which is why G-Quox kind of works as well as it does in its first season. I hope we're getting more of it soon.
Yeah, we could do. Nobody's been confirmed, but it has done quite well. Especially with Gunpla sales.
Yeah, but Gunpla, those people that buy Gunpla sales buy no matter what.
Yeah,
they're like Sonic fans. No matter how much punishment we take, they're like no matter how much punishment we take, we still buy the shit.
Yeah, it's just plastic crack.
Incidentally, have anyone seen Kill la Kill?
Yeah.
Yes.
I've seen 3 episodes.
Need to watch all of it.
It's really good.
Do we? I would say I think I like Kill la Kill more than Fooly Cooly.
I think it's hard to compare these.
Yeah, because they are.
Kill la Kill is 4 times.
Well, the weird ones is in these recommendations. Like I get a bunch of them. Like I get Gurren Lagann, I get Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya, I get Excel Saga. I don't get Paranoia Agent.
I do. It's a very similar storytelling and art style.
Okay, yeah, the art style storytelling is a little similar, but
especially because it's got such themes of the mental health of these people as well. Just like Paranoia Agent does.
Yeah, you're making a good case for it.
What about that fucking music anime, The Two Girls? What's it called?
On Tuesday?
Yeah. No.
No, Carol on Tuesday is a very different show.
Which one?
I was I'm just thinking of different music anime.
I
think
Rocket's a late Odyssey.
What about Wonderland? No.
Dead Man Wonderland?
No.
Zombieland Saga?
Zombieland Saga.
I suppose a little bit, but
In terms of just the storytelling,
I suppose you got the chaotic influence of Tatsumi.
I think this should be considered a music anime.
So I've just realised if we get Reese prescription sunglasses, he should cosplay as the next convention.
Well, these are prescription. I've got reactor lights.
There you go.
Excellent. We just need to get you the cape and the suit, and we're sorted.
Yeah. Especially because I've always got sunglasses.
Yeah, there's one problem with that, Calvin. That requires going to a convention.
Yeah.
True. We could do a whole episode about why I don't like anime conventions.
You've been to so many.
I know, and that's what's put me off it.
Yeah.
Goddamn anime fans.
This is like your stance on travelling.
Yeah.
You've travelled loads of places in the world, and
Now I don't want to do it.
Yeah, it's like that. It's like that Willy meme. Damn anime fans! They ruined a good name of anime.
Do you know what it is? It's not.
Scotsman. Look, in Scotland.
Do you know what it is though? It's the fact they just turn to massive shopping days, and as soon as you've done that, there's not much else to do.
Yeah.
That's it. Like I was saying to my friend who really wants to go to an anime convention, also just a Comic Con. Like really, really cool your first few times because like, oh my god, everything is so cool. It's amazing. All these cool things.
You get bored quickly.
Everything nowadays is like Temu resellers basically, and you can get the same shit everywhere online anyway.
And sometimes at a better price.
Yeah, and unless you're going for a guest or for an event, I don't think.
I went
for like a better.
Yeah, I went to one after like a 2-year break because of the pandemic. I went to Comic Con, and I was just like, it's not the same.
No.
I mean,
I got to meet Tomska at
mean,
least, but that's my main goal.
Yeah.
I
No,
want to get
the only one I got was I met Robert Axelrod, the voice of Lord Zed in Power Rangers.
That's cool.
And he was Wizardmon in Digimon.
Yeah, that's okay. Cool. The last one I really went. I went to Wrexham Comic Con, and I was working with Claire at the time, and the guy Robert Baratheon was there. But you know who
Robert Baratheon?
Yeah, he was there.
Oh shit!
But I didn't go and meet him because I was like, I don't care that much about Robert Baratheon. But then I remembered he was in fucking Knight's Tale. And I would have gone and fucking met him if I remembered he was in fucking Knight's Tale.
So we got a little off topic here.
Anyway.
So, everyone, what's our favourite Heath Ledger film?
Okay.
We clearly know Rents.
Dark Knight.
Dark Knight. But
what about Brokeback Mountain? That is a very good film.
But anyway,
Mr. McGorry was wondering. No, what's it called?
This coming from the one LGBT member of our Amigos.
Yeah.
I like the gay movie.
Gays. Woohoo!
that's our intro for next Pride Month.
Yeah.
Yes, woohoo!
Actually, if you could put a censor bar on the thumbs up, then I did.
No, replace it with a fucking gun.
Oh, that has a very different meaning now.
I love gay. All you gay people, I love you all. You're my favorite
The last
people.
one I was going to say was the Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus. That was it, right?
Look,
he was in that. I didn't see it.
Fucking on.
No.
Okay, I'm sorry. When Calvin goes off topic for 20 minutes, we actually have to sit there. When we go off topic for 3 minutes, let's get back on topic. Get back on topic, everybody.
So,
I'm the talk on this show. I'm fucking
so look, here's the thing. Here's the thing. So we've all kind of given our thoughts on Fooly Cooly. The thing is, though, Fooly Cooly had sequels several years later. Sequels and prequels.
None of which I've seen.
And it's...
I've seen no alternative.
I can't bring myself to watch it.
I might as well give a quick review of that one. I think it's a bit overhated. I actually quite enjoyed it. It follows a completely different cast of characters. It follows 4 girls, I genuinely love those 4 girls. Like I could watch an entire anime just of those 4 hanging out, and it will be great. One of the girls still has things coming out of her forehead.
Okay, yeah.
And like I think that's how Haruko gets her guitar through.
Yeah, because Alternative is a prequel.
Yeah, No.
Grunge was.
Yeah,
Grunge
it's a sequel.
Yeah, because Grunge is the one still set in space.
Yeah, no. Well, this is a different guitar. Plus, in the original, she has a bass guitar, not a natural one.
So,
and it's following like sort of all these girls sort of going through sort of teenage, the same kind of teenage drama stuff that I think the original Fooly Cooly kind of went through. Like how one of them ends up getting dumped by a college student for another girl. One of them saving up to go to design school, and one of them is migrating to Mars because the world is ending because of the ions.
Nice.
Makes sense.
And she's and she actually kind of has a go at the main girl for constantly trying to help them, basically saying we want. I think kind of saying, why do you always have to feel like you need to get involved? That kind of thing.
Can I just say
it's just Haruko is still hilarious in that one. She's still really funny. She's exclusively chaotic in that one. Meanwhile, in the original, that you sort of get sort of a more calmer side to her as well.
Yes. So
But
she's more chaotic.
I would say
Yeah, like she sort of one of the things that pops out of the main girl's head is like a full sort of a doner meat van, which is kind of funny, and she has to kind of drive around a car park with it while Haruko keeps trying to hit a giant kaiju with a guitar.
So season 2.
Can I just point out we're all the three of us are being really distracted by Elliot's dog.
Yeah.
It's not distracting. She's
Yo.
Didn't season 2 and 3 come out at the same time?
Yeah,
They both came out. I think they came out like a month after one another. I think it was progressive, then alternative.
Progressive, alternative, and then they did grunge and shoegaze both in 2023.
And so they also came out at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, they both came out 2023.
Well, 4 and 5 are only 3 episodes each.
Oh, that's interesting.
But that's the thing. The thing about it for me is, I don't understand why Fooly Cooly needed more. Because if anything, the first season is a very well done, self-contained story. You don't.
Nostalgia.
I'll defer to the same answer. I like money.
Yeah, but that's the
Yeah, it's nostalgia baiting. That's what most of it essentially is. Like it's like saying, why do they need to do Trigun Stampede? The original was already a complete story.
The people,
Money. Nostalgia.
The people who watch these things when they were kids now have enough money to go and buy the things that they used to like when they were kids.
Yeah,
so
but
people like us,
but
they'll go back and buy merchandise.
To go to the Trigun,
Yeah, I mean, he basically lives off that.
You are the avatar of that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you literally are. You're making a fucking Sonic Magic the Gathering deck.
Also, Cal's the only one with a full amiibo wall.
Indeed.
Can I point
Several amiibo walls.
Can I point out though that I'm starting to get a bit weirded out on the idea now because I'll give you one example of something that I love where I've hated. One example I thought on the way here was Eureka 7. Ending's perfect.
Yeah.
Maybe some prequels you could do for that, but you can't really do sequels. So
They did.
Then they did so many.
Yeah.
Like they did and they keep trying to overwrite that ending. It's like, what's wrong with that ending? Just leave well enough alone. It's not as if Eureka 7 made a lot of money. It didn't.
This is the cycle. It's why bands just play all their oldies because that's what people grew up and knew them.
Yeah, but also most bands when they make albums just for the sake of it now, like I'm trying. Like a good example would be old Guns N' Roses new stuff. It's just not very good.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's because they haven't released anything new since Chinese Democracy.
Now they've released a few singles.
They don't need that's the thing. Like they don't need to. Like in the same way, companies don't need to go and produce new things. They can just.
I'll give you a prime example. I'll give you another example I thought of. Squid Game. Squid Game when no, but here's the thing.
It's on season 3 now.
Is it?
Yeah, season 3. Well, that's ended.
But that's the thing of it.
And I was getting a spin-off for America.
When the fuck do I miss
But that's the thing. That's the thing. Squid Game. I get it. See, you need season 2 and season 3. That makes sense. Then there's, but it was like when Squid Game first came out. It was.
I mean, Richard, it was going to be just one season, but I think Netflix demanded more.
Yeah, that's how popular it was.
So also like, Avatar: The Last Airbender.
That's another example.
Legend of Korra.
Let's say, okay, Legend of Korra. I can kind of see a reason why you make that. Now you've made loads of live-action movies. You've made you're making another spin-off.
Yeah.
You're doing these animated movies that take place between the time. Those things,
I mean,
even though we had those stories told.
Counter argument: Avatar had a lot of comics.
Yeah,
They had a lot of comics and stuff after Last Airbender came out. It's always been kind of milked.
yes, but
And there's always a gap in between a series. Like there's always a long gap. It's not like they're making a new one instantly. They're always taking time to sort of let the last one set before doing a new one.
that was a good example. With Squid Game, that was a breath of fresh air when it first came out. Now there's spin-offs, sequels, a reality show, and it's become just another franchise in the ether.
So,
I mean, now let's be honest. It's mostly Mr. Beast. It's Mr. Beast that's doing most of the fan Squid Game stuff at the minute.
Ripley.
I would counter
She's bored.
I would counter your Fooly Cooly thing, and I would say that actually there's a lot of implied stuff that we could and has been explored. So, for example, the guy with the eyebrows, he's a previous person who Haruko's had a thing with, and likely there would be subsequent and previous people. So actually, it makes sense to explore that.
Okay, okay, maybe, but as I say, I
don't think it needs it because I love the original. I think it's perfect.
But the thing is, you could do it, but it's just because you can do something doesn't mean you necessarily should. And again, I think it's rather.
I would also make the argument of you don't have to watch it.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
You could always just not. You could always just not watch it. You could always enjoy the original for what it is.
I would say we're in the majority, me and you, Carl, and Reese as well, of not having seen the sequels.
Yeah.
I'd say the vast majority.
Because no one advertised them when they came out.
Yeah, I remember seeing some stuff about it online.
I think Crunchyroll did one trailer for the season 2, and that was it.
Yeah, I didn't even know about the existence of 4 and 5 until.
Until literally, I didn't know about it until literally Reese told me about it like an hour ago.
Can I point out, I've looked at the average scores. Progressive and Alternative both get like a 3.5 average out of 5. And Grunge and Suge get like just over 3 on an average. Now compare that with Fooly Cooly's original one, which has a 3.9 average.
Can we talk about, Elliot raised another good point on the way here, or we talked about it at least, about Hariko basically being the villain for the original season.
You brought that up.
So yeah, but we talked
I
about it.
kind of don't buy into that.
She clearly is.
She kind of is.
Carol, she goes around assaulting people with a guitar.
Okay, kind of.
How many people does she run over with a moped?
Yeah.
Okay,
And they're physically bashing their heads.
And if she could make the argument that it's for a good cause, which it isn't.
No,
but you got
she's being selfish because she wants to suck off a space bird.
Yeah, but you got to remember as well.
That's her plot line.
And like when Naruto takes Space Bird's power, she just goes, "Alright, I'm gonna punt you."
Yeah,
literally.
See,
It's like, give me now.
Okay, yeah, you would do by the end, but most of the series you're going through with medical.
In Alternative, they definitely do make her more of a good person.
Yeah, Medical Mechanica really goes along being the villain for most of it.
I think you'll like this parallel I just came up with Elliot for season 1 Hariko. Nyarlathotep from the Lovecraft extended universe, or from the Lovecraft universe.
Probably.
Yeah, basically elder god, or outer maybe not an actual god, but like outer being, agent of chaos, serving greater powers, and like effectively there. Well, actually, maybe Cthulhu would be.
Yeah, which way? Because I know Nyarlathotep from the anime she was
yes,
in.
yeah, I watched.
Which is weird because that's anime with all the Kamen Rider references.
Oh, is it? That's weird.
Yeah.
So,
Anyway.
Cthulhu and Kamen Rider, that's a collab.
I know Nyarlathotep.
I'd say.
Well, you know what I mean, Lovecraft.
Yeah.
Well, we're getting that. We're probably getting that in the Super Robot Wars. Why?
Yeah, in the DLC.
Because we know Kamen Rider's coming. Muto PI is one of the characters.
Futo PI.
Futo PI.
So it's Kamen Rider Double, Skull, and Excel.
Futopia, aka the only thing Kamen Rider related I've seen.
Yeah.
And even then I still enjoyed it.
I love the which has a great line. Turns out men can love each other.
But yeah, I think like
the thing that I think you're getting is it's kind of amazing with Fooly Cooly because it kind of holds up.
Yes.
All those years later. In fact, if anything, I think more people go to bat for pun intended, I guess now. More people go to bat for it now than they did back in the day.
Well, so when did since we started on Amigos, I remember talking about how this was one of my favourites. Jan actually was the person who got me to watch this.
Yeah, Jan did.
Because when we were at school, we were doing. I've told you about Anime Mondays before.
Yeah, Anime Mondays.
So we actually did watch sometimes anime. And that was one that you gave me to watch. And yeah, like just obsessed with it. And I think in the time since, it's only got more nostalgic. Like it's still that perfect encapsulation of the time.
I mean, you got to remember
sound,
there was as you point out, there was I think you and Elliot pointed out there was a 17-year gap before we got any new material from it,
which was good. Like but I think that showed that clearly during that time there was enough love for it, and a want for something more, even if it didn't deliver.
Yeah, it's I kind of wonder with Fooly Cooly is. Would you reckon anyone's going to get the rights issues sorted so that way?
Come on streaming services.
Well, the other thing is there's also a thing called in Japanese law it's called like author ownership. Basically, if you want to get say you want to get an adaptation of, let's say Warner Bros. Want to make an adaptation of Naruto, you have to get the manga author to sign off on it.
Yeah, so I don't know who wrote or who owns this.
So, for example, this probably, considering that the state of the DVD releases and the Blu-ray releases, I imagine this one's in a bit of a legal limbo at the minute.
Yeah.
For example, who did Fooly Cooly Progressive is completely done, almost entirely done through Production IG. I mean, obviously Signal MD and Production Good Book were involved as well.
Yeah, I think that's the same with Alternative as well.
Complicating this will just be the fact that Gainax is,
Gone.
in a much.
But Production IG weren't even involved with the last two. It's
Really?
It's Mont Blanc Pictures.
Oh.
What have they done?
I'll just double check. They did Shoegaze. No, Production ID did do Shoegaze along with a studio just called Nut.
Nice.
Well, that's probably nice for Fooly Cooly.
But let's. To go to your point, Mont Blanc Pictures is the only thing they've done.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
Mont Blanc, is that an actual Japanese studio or not?
I'm not
I don't
sure.
know.
Yeah, because I'm not watching, but it has a
Wait,
very unique art style this
Wait,
season.
Mont Blanc? No one told me Joey from Friends did anime.
Mont Blanc Pictures, yeah, they are an anime with which companies are involved. Yeah, they are a Japanese company.
So 2 years ago, so that's when that
I'm gonna just
interesting.
yeah.
I wonder if they were only for.
They were involved in the production of Dream Animals the movie, apparently.
Ah, yes.
But
that classic.
Dream Animals the movie, the sequel to Care Bears.
So I think that the site we were using, because it lists here that they just were involved as an animation production rather than they did the whole bloody thing. So I get a feeling Production IG wasn't credited properly on this page.
Maybe not.
But
I like the poster for that. Though.
Yeah, the poster's great.
Yeah, so this is space before she comes to Earth for the first time.
Yeah.
But that's the
Yeah, I'd be interested to hear more about, because she is like a space officer, police person, something like that.
Yep.
Well, even though she just claims to be.
I do like.
Just get away with everything she does.
That's what I like. Is that it's the unreliable narrator pretty much all.
Yeah. You've got to love the insanity of all of it.
It's so hard to understand what's going on.
Yeah, but you almost don't care.
Because it's vibes. That's it.
I mean,
Sorry.
maybe that's why Alternative's not as people don't like Alternative as much, because it is a bit more clear on everything that's happening.
That's a really good point. So the reason I stopped enjoying Attack on Titan was because they explained too much.
No, I stopped enjoying it because it wasn't humanity versus Titans.
Yeah.
It was just humanity turning into Titans,
That's
versus other
what I mean.
humans who turn into Titans.
So it's
just
just
not as fun.
So it's just basically it's another zombie apocalypse.
It's
story.
not. It's not what I enjoy.
Yeah, exactly. I wasn't into it for this reason. I was into it for the cool visuals and the fact that she's using guitar to hit people.
Do you know what it is?
And then it's like,
it does still have that in. No, it's not as
Prevalent.
And from what I've heard, it's like it goes around the same themes as the original does, but without the subtlety.
Yeah.
Do you know what it could? It might be in danger of doing the same thing Attack on Titan did, which I don't think it will because it's not got as much material. But basically, the biggest problem I have with Attack on Titan, other than all the things we mentioned, is it's just lore. They just tack on more and more story, like lore for the sake of lore. It's the same reason Linkara gave up comics for a little bit, buying new comics for a bit, because they were just adding so much story onto story.
We like
story.
games.
But that's the difference though between lore and plot.
Yes.
So plot needs to be more straightforward, easy to follow. You can have all the lore you want, as long as you have a concise plot.
Yeah.
Whereas Attack on Titan doesn't really have that. It's just so they just tack it on with lore after lore.
Yeah, because it has such a focus on the lore, saying these background wars going on, then all of a sudden,
we have to tell a story.
Yeah, so Aaron's now a terrorist and the bad guy.
I just didn't like it because it wasn't the same story.
And I think it's rather
like why is Eren a bad guy all of a sudden? That was never implied during the original at the beginning.
The thing is, as well.
Do you think the manga writer's right-wing views might have gotten in the way of that?
I was just about to say that. I think his right-wing views mean I don't think he views Eren as a villain. I think he views him as a necessary evil.
That's interesting.
Yeah, or just as a revolutionary.
And unfortunately, we can't go into more of that because otherwise we'll turn to James Summerton.
I was going to say, what do you guys think about a comparison between like Matrix and Matrix 2 as like Fooly Cooly and Fooly Cooly latest?
I know what you mean because Matrix 2 kind of just tacks on loads of extra stuff.
No, I say that's not the No, I say that's not the case because. With the later Matrix films, they just keep adding on more and more and more stuff to the point where it gets so overly confusing. Meanwhile, with Fooly Cooly, as I said, it doesn't really do that. It more just keeps doing the same thing, but it doesn't have as much subtlety.
Yeah, because basically in Matrix Revolution, when they bring in the architects, I say, "Oh no, this is the 8th Matrix you're in right now."
Reloaded was the architect's first appearance, and
that just complicated everything. Saying
yes.
Yeah.
But because Matrix, when you really think about it, Matrix is a very simple but concise plot. People act like it's a lot bigger than it actually is.
That's because they do have there was a lot of philosophy in that film, like the whole "it's no spoon, there is no spoon" speech.
Yeah.
I think Matrix 1 and Fooly Cooly might be good comparisons.
Yeah.
You have this real complexity if you want, or you can just take it for what it is, which is just cool.
Yeah, like from, I mean, we could do that. We could do this all day on that one, but
Also, same time periods and similar soundtracks as well.
very similar soundtracks. Because again, well, just think about it. Matrix 1, the final song in it is Rage Against the Machine, who are directly referenced in Fooly Cooly.
Yeah.
So the comparisons are kind of there, and both are kind of mad.
Yeah.
Although that means, and the Wachowski, well now sisters, have repeatedly cited anime as a source of their.
I mean,
I was gonna say,
they literally have the Animatrix.
I bet 100% the fans of Fooly Cooly are also fans of Matrix.
Well, the thing, the Wachowskis stated their influences, their big influences for the Matrix came from Akira and Ghost in the Shell.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
Wait, was Akira? No, Akira wasn't Gainax. No.
No, Akira's.
Akira feels like it influenced Evangelion, certainly.
Let me check. Akira is
Even
TMS Entertainment.
Yeah. So I mean, Akira still has a lot of the same maturity things as, especially with the young old children.
But but that was because Akira was commenting at the time on
Bike culture.
bike culture and the older generation's opinion of the younger generation in Japan.
Mutating.
And there was this.
And really awesome bike slides,
Psychic powers.
which Fooly Cooly Alternative did do.
Oh, did
They
it?
did the Akira slide.
So
Can anyone do a bike thing in anything without doing the Akira slide?
Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds?
No, that was in there.
Ah, of course it was.
Magic the Gathering is a fucking Akira reference as well.
Let me guess. Let me guess. Chandra.
Yeah,
Sonic 3 has one.
Yeah, I shared with the group chat this morning. Digimon just did one this morning.
Fuck me!
It was a new alternate art for Beelzemon. It recreates the poster of Beelzemon with a bike on its side.
That's it. It's not even like an homage. It's just like a look, we did the thing.
It's literally just that Leonardo DiCaprio being hop hop.
It's actually a rip-off because it's got the same crack on the left side of the poster under the bike. That J-shaped crack.
So lame. I hate that shit.
I will say though, it's kind of interesting that we have brought up all these things when we're talking about Fooly Cooly. So it does.
It's all 2000 shit. That's why.
So it kind of
nothing is original anymore.
No.
It's not to say nothing's original.
No,
It's more how when you start discussing Fooly Cooly, what routes it can take you down.
Yeah. Which is why I think it's maintained such a place, really, for so many fans. I mean, not newer fans, I would say. Like, more recent anime fans probably don't go and get the back catalogue the way we used to.
No, especially considering that most people now, Blu-ray sales are down significantly. Most people want to get things digitally, or more specifically.
That's also because a lot of anime fans nowadays focus on fucking power fantasy anime.
Isekais.
And fucking solo leveling. That being winning the Crunchyroll Awards was a fucking mistake. This is why anime fans should not have the right to vote.
But here's the
in anime contests.
Just in general.
But it's funny because I feel like those anime don't get the talking points anymore, and the really interesting, innovative stuff, the really cool ideas, they get that are not those power fantasies. They get more the talking points, but they don't necessarily financially succeed well. Like what has been one of the most talked about anime in the summer season? It's been Takabi's Original Sin, a 6-episode psychological horror story, for a sense of a word, without spoiling anything.
And then the most popular one is the Georgie one, where they go with the massive breasts.
Yeah,
that's been everywhere.
That is a good. That's pretty good.
It's good, but it's got such a bad reputation.
What colour's her hair, Reese?
Black.
Oh, damn. Sorry, Cal.
This is why I can't share the Annie trending chart, because My Dress Up Darling is topping the list. So.
I
wonder why.
Cal has to buy those votes every time.
And people go, and I knew the
Mom, I need a new company credit card.
And the bot jokes are going to come through the roof. The fact of the matter, which is annoying because I'm not going to be able to praise it. It's about the fact that this season's actually been really good.
Praise it.
Yeah.
But you can praise it. We're just going to make fun of you for it.
Yeah.
Which will happen anyway, so you might as well.
Yeah, and you can praise it, but we'll all know why. You're praising it.
Which is annoying because this season's been extremely good.
I've not kept up with. I've watched a broad smattering.
But the
Same.
let's talk about. So I think should give our final thoughts on Fooly Cooly now. 25 years later,
Go fucking watch it.
It's fun. I have no fucking idea what happens in it, but I liked it.
It is pure chaos. The story's there, but if you don't pay close attention to it, it'll fly you by.
How is Fooly Cooly? The one thing I'm very watching is thinking, this is the 25th anniversary of this, and we heard nothing about it.
Because it's old.
Yeah, but I think
People on Twitter are younger than me.
Yeah.
it's not just that. I didn't see any press releases for like a Fooly Cooly 25th anniversary production IG.
Gone are the days where people used to watch like tier lists or YouTubers talking about like favorite classic anime. All you get now is like it's not a criticism, it's just how it is. I think
It's
like,
good. It's good.
TikTok videos of like this is like a 6-second clip of this. I think Fooly Cooly lends itself well to that attention span, but it's not recommended.
It's because it's because the main focus is seasonal stuff.
Yeah,
it's all about stuff that's current.
It gets lost in the churn.
But I think too many.
If something's a year old, it no longer exists.
It's why I'm actually a bit. It's why I'm saddened by people that say anime abandoned now, not having any more episodes, because that was a really great museum of old content.
Which is still there.
It's still there, but he's not going to make any new episodes. He's only planning to do one final episode at some point, and then he's going to be done. But it's like there's not that many people like that doing that sort of content anymore. Because
it doesn't get clicks. Because it doesn't get views.
There's a thing in Magic the Gathering, sound like a weird pivot, but with all the new cards that are coming out, like when a new commander's spoiled or something, it takes actually several weeks to like even months for older cards that work really, really well with the new cards to go up in value. Because there's that fucking many cards. No human or no collection of humans can find it immediately.
Well, a prime example of that is if I go on EDH Rec now and look up what's good with this commander, when it comes to new cards, it won't say the Final Fantasy ones. It's just the Edge of Eternity ones because I thought Final Fantasy wasn't even that long ago.
Less than 2 months.
It's less than 2 months ago.
Yeah, but it's because it's focusing on the newer sets.
Yeah.
But so I kind of wonder how much great anime that's come out. I
also find it funny that I brought Final Fantasy and not any of the other ones that come out recently. I don't see the cards I recognize. Let me think out.
Captain America isn't in this card.
But I just
what am I meant to look at?
Where is Tifa with the big jugs?
But my point is
no big the cat.
But my point is on that one was if you had that card, like Final Fantasy was only 2 months at that point. I'd looked at those cards were showing up when I was looking at good ones for the Sonic deck, and yet less time, about a week afterwards, I couldn't see those cards in the new card sections anymore.
Like Elliot, because our next episode topic, Elliot, you want to talk about an anime that came out the same.
Well,
season.
the one after the next one, season round.
Oh, sorry, yes, but you want to talk about an anime that came out the same season as on 100, which you rate really highly.
Yeah,
but,
it was my favorite show that season.
But how can anyone keep it? Like we can't keep with every seasonal show.
And it makes you wonder how many in the nearly 10 years we've been doing this, because we're on our 8th year of doing it. How much great anime has been lost in the ether?
And when do you get the chance to make an elevator pitch to go and watch a show like that? I would say to anyone, go and fucking watch Fooly Cooly. It's 2 hours of your time. You can just sit down and watch
it really suits the binge watching culture.
100%.
Well, so much so that's what Ali did last night.
Yes.
He binged all in one go.
Yeah, because I was a fucking idiot.
But if I'm going to add to it, I think it's why I really am glad Free Ren was as big of a success as it was, because it is a very different fantasy anime.
Despite losing a fucking solo level link.
Yes, it should have beaten it.
Still not over that.
I voted for Dungeon Meshi, but I would agree with you, it should have won.
Yeah.
Do you think they have a bias towards Korean shows? Because what else won? Didn't like Tower of God win?
No, it didn't win.
It didn't.
No,
it's the first.
It's literally just because it's a fucking Power Fantasy.
Yeah, but Solo Leveling was the first based on a Korean.
That's it. Yeah, to actually have won.
Korean source material to win. It's not a Korean studio doing it; it is a Japanese studio making it. Yeah.
New wave imperialism.
But it's funny because I would have thought some of those Korean animation studios would want to try and do this.
I've no doubt they would want to.
There have been some Korean animation studios that have started doing anime. I'm pretty sure, but it's Chinese
Are
ones.
you guys watching?
They just don't get any sort of.
There's a current Chinese one out this season.
Is it that one that's kind of like Cthulhu type?
It's like a detective one, except it's like Victorian style.
Yeah, it's basically Bloodborne, the anime.
Super weird. Super weird. So hard to.
I can't remember which one that was, but it'll be here somewhere.
Dr. Stone, that's it.
So I think that's our thoughts on Fooly Cooly covered.
Yeah.
Basically, well, I mean, I gave my thoughts. Did you give your thoughts and Reese yours?
Yeah. So it's a great show, very chaotic.
I think the only thing I didn't add was the fact I was kind of it still holds up, and I'm kind of amazed it's still got that nostalgia plug now.
Yeah, so I would recommend people watch it and then watch a YouTube video afterwards explaining what you just watched.
Yeah.
No, I choose ignorance.
And then also rewatch it again after that.
Yeah.
I think it's that one.
I
think it's that one.
Is it through the truck? No, it's not through the truck.
Hell
No, it's not that one. I can't remember.
I know the one you're on about. Yeah, no, I can't remember.
It's a really cool animation style.
I watched the first.
Lord of Mysteries, maybe.
That's
Lord
it.
of Mysteries. That's it.
I kept seeing that one advertised on Crunchyroll.
I watched the first couple of episodes.
And of course, Cal's favourite, Night of the Living Cats.
Yeah.
I haven't watched that yet.
Apparently, it's not been very good.
So we're going to be back next month with our seasonal roundup.
Yes.
Woo.
I'm kind of looking forward to that one because I think this might be the first time where we actually have a summer anime seasonal episode where we're not kind of just going, yeah, that was all right, but can we move on to fall now?
There's been good shit this season.
Yeah.
We've had a good summer season before.
Yeah, but it does feel more like a rarity than a regularity.
Yeah. Especially because there's such a focus on sequels as well this season.
Yeah, but even then, the original stuff's been quite good. Like, I've liked the Gachikuri.
You mean Gachikuta?
Gachikuta, sorry. Sorry, I'm really terrible with my dyslexia. I've watched Secrets of Silent Witch, that's been great. Clavats.
Clavates.
Necktie.
Okay, what the fuck have I been watching?
Takabi's Original Sin, we've already gone on about it.
Yeah.
The only one
Do you want to know something? That fucking show has apparently been really good. It's not coming on Netflix till next month.
Oh, really? That's annoying.
Yeah.
So after we film?
I think it's just before we film it, we might have to binge it.
Yeah.
But, okay, shall I say that now? If next episode we're not talking about the fragrant flower blooms of dignity, that's why.
Yeah.
Which is annoying because, as Elliot said, I'm hearing so much good things about it, and I haven't been able to watch it yet. And before people say, I am not. The rule we have on here is we do not count it if it couldn't be viewed legally. Because at that point,
in that case, we should have talked about Fooly Cooly.
Shut up.
No, you can watch Fooly Cooly legally.
Yes, you can, and we all did.
Yes, but because Isha was bought that DVD for 66 quid.
Yes, we
on Amazon.
These
I already have it. So anyway, but the thing about it is, the main reason we put that rule in is because
Disney.
Mainly, it was more because I wanted it to be, if you've not put a financial investment in it, then there's nothing to, you've got nothing to gain, but you haven't got anything to lose either.
Yeah.
So that's what my thought was. I was like, I only want to judge it if you can spend money.
To clarify, this applies to us, and if you can't afford a streaming service or the ability to watch something, you can still.
No, that's what I want to say. That was the reason why we had the wild cards.
For us, yeah.
I'm just saying that's the rule I have at the minute because.
That's fine.
Just clarify. I have no problem people wanting to do that if they want to do that.
Which we are forced to. A rule which we are forced to follow as well. We literally live in 1984.
Also, though I will say, every right-wing asshole that said you don't need a Crunchyroll account and just buy the stuff directly from Japan. How are you feeling now, assholes?
Why are they right-wing?
I don't know. They are proper.
It happened a lot when Free Reign came out. It got a massive right-wing surge, unfortunately.
Why?
Because she's racist against demons.
Oh.
Yeah, and there's a lot of bad artwork out there online. That's circulating.
Which is annoying.
No.
That's part of demons' nature.
You racist.
That's demons. That's demons. Literally, the demons' fucking nature.
They can change if they want to.
The problem is
racist.
The problem is it misses the the point is everyone missed the context with that one. It was further explained in the manga.
No, it was explained in the anime as well. It was explained in the anime as well why demons are hated.
And there is a thing in fantasy and fiction that as absolute evil, where there's the same kind of.
But the fact of the matter is, it was more that it's more to do with the fact that a lot of Japanese companies are now suspending exports to the US because of their tariff situation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so they now everyone who was going on about that, they've now got a lot of egg on their face.
That's what
it's basically all orders over $100 been cancelled.
Wow.
They're going to America.
How you feeling now, assholes?
Yeah.
So we'll be back next month. We'll see you then. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.
Bye.